When you're entering notes, if you want to sort of help yourself avoid problems with chord spelling, you can do stuff like this. You can, first of all, you need simple entry palette and you need the main tool palette. You can start by doing note entry like this, root position. Stack up your thirds. You can stack up thirds like that, or you can just put them in. And then you do your chord spelling. You ask yourself, what kind of root do I need on an A flat? Well, I need a flat, so you hit the minus key for flat. If it was sharp, you'd hit the plus key. And then you use the command plus arrow to move through the chord. Command plus arrow up or down. What kind of third do I need? A natural. What kind of E do I need? That's right, E flat. And what kind of G do I need? G natural. So now I've spelt my chord right, and then you move the notes to create the correct voice leading. So that's not terrible voice leading, but we can have it better if we put that G down an octave. So the quick way I could move it down like this one at a time by just doing the arrow keys. No command, just the arrow key. But faster, if you want to move down an octave, is shift arrow down an octave, or shift arrow up for up an octave. And that's the way I've entered my voice leading. In terms of shortcuts, if you just want to play back a part and just listen to a chord voicing, and by the way, I need to do 9 for 1 in that, so I would do command, arrow up to my root, and just let go of command, arrow up to get my 9, and now I have my 9. Now if I want to listen to that voicing and make sure everything sounds cool, here's the shortcuts. You close the playback controls, and then you simply use Option plus space bar. And that allows you to hear that moment in time and really listen and see if you hear anything odd, and you catch your chord spelling errors that way. Now if you just wanted to play this measure into that, you could just select that measure. You have to go to the selection tool, and the way you do that really quickly is to hit escape a few times. This is the selection tool. But to save yourself having to go like that, you just hit escape a few times, then you highlight, click, and then you just click to stop, and that allows you to just play little sections. It doesn't scroll, of course, but it's useful. Okay, so that's that. Now we'll talk about entering. Chord scales in Finale. If you want to do this, the template has some things built into it. First of all, these measures, they don't look like it, but they actually are set up to include a lot of whole notes. So you could go, like, say your first chord scale is C. Well, I'll even go back to the other view, which, remember, you switch views by doing Command E. I want to do Ionian, right? So C Ionian is my first chord scale, so I do C. And then I can just put all these whole notes, and they'll all fit in the measure. 8 of them. And then if you go to the expression tool, there should be an Ionian expression made up here somewhere. There it is. Choose that, label that, and that's your name of your scale. Move that up to there. And then there's also going to be labeling. So you go back, and those of you that are really interested, I'll show you how to do your own labeling. Here, this should be the Ionian labeling. Let's see if it works. Oh, no, that's not Ionian. So that's a Dorian labeling. So maybe I didn't pre-do a Ionian labeling, so I guess I'll take this opportunity to show you how to do that. When you create your own, what you would do is you would click on that expression tool, double click, choose one existing one. Okay, choose one of the existing labels, which is going to be one of these things that are right close to the others. So I'll just choose this one, duplicate it, and then edit, and then create it by putting this in. So we know Ionian has a 1, we know it has a T9. It does not have a flat 3, it has a 3, so we get rid of that flat. It does not have a T11, it has a what? Yes, hopefully you said a S4. Oops. It has a 5. Does it have an S6? No, it does not. It has a capital T13. Does it have a flat 7? No, it has a 7. So now you have an Ionian, and you can say in your description, Ionian label. Or you could say chord scale CS label. Save it. And remember that it's 102, and then now assign it. And oops, there it is. And just put it right there. And if the spacing isn't quite right, you can go back in and, like, you see that you could edit it again and maybe make the 13 a little closer. Something like that, I think, would help. Say assign, and there it is again. So that's for the real people who are really into going nuts with Finale. You don't have to do this, but there's your chord scales. And you can just do it like that in Finale. And if you need to make a new one, now you know how to make a new one. All right, that's it. Have fun.